When the prince reached the mountain, he left the dragon's tail and fell silent. The dragon went on his way. There were enough fruits to eat, and the prince ate them. The prince shed his clothes on the top of this mountain and rested for a while. The prince sat on the mountain, thinking about his companions and especially Saif, and kept crying in pain. After crying for a long time, the prince managed himself, and from there he walked towards the forest. One night he traveled in the same forest, and in the morning, the prince saw that there were very tall trees full of strange fruits. The fruits were very beautiful and delicious. The prince took some fruits and ate them. After some time, huge insects came out from one side and started coming towards the prince. The prince got scared seeing them, but at the same time a huge bird came to one side and started eating these insects. The bird ate all the insects, and when it started to fly, the prince caught hold of one of its feet. The bird was so big that it did not realize that the prince was clinging to its feet. This bird is remembered in old books as the mountain pecker. The bird flew over many mountains and rivers. That bird went and sat under a huge tree in a forest. The prince immediately left his foot and hid to one side in a bush. This bird had 2 babies on that tree. When the bird went to her children, a huge dragon came from one side to eat her children. The mountaineer hid his children and came forward to fight the dragon himself. A battle between the dragon and the mountaineer began. They both fought each other for a long time. There was a fierce fight between the two that the dragon killed the mountaineer by stinging him and started looking for his children in anger. In anger, the dragon started spewing fire from its mouth, due to which there was fire everywhere. The prince started running to one side, hiding from there. While running, the prince saw many human skulls there. Some of the human bodies were half-eaten, with only a few clothes left on them, many of which were the corpses of the prince's companions. Seeing all this, the prince ran away from there. Finally, the forest and these high mountains were gone, and the forest area started. There, the prince saw many animals that ran away. On seeing the prince, there were no signs of any settlement in the distance. Similarly, while traveling one day in the morning, signs of very tall buildings were visible from a distance.